Going, y'all? This video is going to be a complete getting everything done as fast as possible. Uh, to be honest, I actually liked how's it going instead of saying the name and everything. I think I'm going to stick with that. That was just spur of the moment. I'm actually going to stick with that because I actually, if you didn't know, actually I don't know why you would. Whenever I first get in a call with a friend of mine or really anyone, I say hello because it's just kind of cool. It's something to say that's better than hello. Just hello. Same with just how's it going. I like asking everyone that I possibly can, including random people I'm playing with, because it's just nice. So you know what? Okay, my goal is to not get people to comment because of publicity. My goal is if you really want to comment, you can, and I do actually want to know how you're going. So that does help out there too. And this time I have nothing I want to rant about, nothing I want to talk about, so let's just knock some shit out. I'm gonna work from majority, then go like that. You know what? I actually want to try out some concrete tomfoolery. I should have charged it up and then zoomed. I am glad that did not count as a disintegration. Or the headshot thing. The reason why his head go. Oh, I did kill a civilian. Fuck. And part of the reason why I'm wanting to get this done so fast is because, or part of the reason why I'm going to getting done today is because next video I really, really want to start playing the evil side of things. Because the evil side of things is more of a power trip. And that's something I like about this game, because it does actually have that same cohesion, so to speak, where bad is just more of a power trip. Oh yeah. This movement is actually pretty similar to Infamous 1 and 2 and Festival Blood, because unlike every other movement where it's X, you can hold L1, which is technically your grenade in this, to do it, which allows you to shoot on the air pretty easily. To be honest, I think Video should have this movement as well. The only problem with this one is that it's slow as fuck, but you have absolute precision. Come here, motherfucker. The only downside to this element is that there is no super. And I've talked about how video video isn't natural. Concrete's actually more natural than video. So I can justify concrete, because concrete is just a compound that could actually naturally happen in the environment. I think there are actually places where concrete is actually very natural. Because it's just a combination of shit. Something awesome... Aw, I thought I could actually slam through that. Sometimes, I think with this, you can slam through shit. I don't know how much damage it does to an enemy, but let's find it. Damn, one shot. Ow. Will it? Two shot. No, because I missed. Will I one shot him? No. Two shot. I missed. Two shot. I missed. Ah! And I'm out of there. Okay. Let's try that again, shall we? I missed. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna keep trying that. Wait. That had to be the guy I heard a good bit. It would be a two-shot on the little bitches, wouldn't it? I missed. How the fuck did I miss that one? Yeah, I missed that one. How the fuck? Ah, die, motherfucker! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Got two hits. Or that would be three, actually. Oh, no, wait, no. That might have been a different boy. Bah. I missed. Okay, I'm gonna stop trying that. Concrete really isn't that good. It's interesting, it's another take on stuff, but it's like a slow video. But with actually a better heavy attack. Or rocket. because that barrel stuffing something can do some serious damage. Something awesome about this jump, though, is that you can do it off of any surface, so you can scale things pretty easily. And with actually some very good precision, because the speed doesn't actually matter, because you have the same turning radius, basically, as every other lift, and how slow you fall can actually come in real handy. It's not as bad as you might think, because of the downsides, actually, or comparatively downsides. They can actually be upsides. Okay. I think that's him right at the red. Fuck it! I was right! Hell yeah! I will take it. Huh? Alright. Now that we're here, I can just completely get all this done. I'm missing every single shot. Holy shit. Finally. At least they give me juice. Also, something very nice about the jump is that it doesn't take energy. Or juice, as I called it previously. Touching on a little bit of what I talked about in the previous episode, this is actually the most equivalent to the ice launch. Just putting that out there. I'm assuming you're up. I'm close. Down here.
There was this girl at Curtin K, Celia. Apparently Augustine had brought her in before there even was a DUP. She was our first prisoner. She'd been kept in this prison for so long she didn't remember what it was like on the outside. When she learned she was going to be transported to a different facility, she didn't take it well. Curtin K had been her whole life. She couldn't handle the thought of leaving it, if you can believe that. The day before transport, she killed herself using her own ability. It was the saddest, most unnatural thing I'd ever seen. When Augustine saw the body, she just stood there. No emotion. And she told me and another guard to clean it up and get ready for the transport.
Okay. Two things. One, I am sorry about starting that fight there. I thought I could one-shot, relatively speaking, the boy that was there. Two, I think the girl he was talking about was the person that she concreted in her backstory piece, if you watched that previous episode. I have actually not had a single point in this playthrough that I played without you guys, and I tried to make a point of that if you did not know this. Second, how he said clean it up and unnatural, I'm guessing the conduit didn't just blast her head off. I'm guessing she overloaded herself to an extent and just went supernova. Just absolutely exploded everything around her and just let it all out. Which I'm guessing would absolutely annihilate her. No, 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 no! Huh? I do not want to lose karma. That is the only reason why I care about civilians right now. Or, not the only reason. Okay. Only reason because other elements or subclasses do have supers and shit that instantly go away if you accidentally hurt a civilian. This one doesn't, so it's not really that much of a problem. I'm gonna go for a ground pound on that vehicle. Come here, motherfucker. And it's amazing how the random vehicles that you see technically don't have pedestrians in them, because you can destroy the fuck out of those and no one cares. Or at least Delson doesn't. Because technically he's the only one really tallying his shit. That melee is so fucking cool. Because it's just a ground pound. But just as one big thump. And talking about what I've talked about for multiple episodes now, the idea of making this, making Infamous Second Son a multiplayer game. This, I think the speed is a very slow idea, but being able to destroy shit with a melee like that could have uses because, say, for example, the environment is destructible. Concrete could be able to just slam through walls and shit. And if needing to go down, boom, straight down, kind of thing. Like, there could be place for it. I'm not saying, like, there should be destructible environment in it. I'm just saying, for example, if there was, the shit you could do in it. Because I think that it would be very fun to have a reason to use concrete besides just concrete. Because right now it's just a weird version of video, to be completely honest, with everything that's in this game. There has to be a massive tuning and updates and all sorts of shit, to be completely honest. It's fun, it's interesting, it's something cool that you have after completing the campaign. Excuse me. Excuse me again. But it feels more like an afterthought more than anything. And that's not really a bad thing, because I'm guessing they were thinking... You piece of shit. Oh, I'm guessing they were thinking off of it's not really needing to be good. It's just after you get the campaign, so people would typically have everything else done and different things like that. And even if you had everything else done, it doesn't really matter. But that general thing. Why? Why did he get smoky? Okay. Where is the peeping Tom camera? There it is.
Peeping Toms.
And this is what I was meaning by it's actually beneficial that it moves this slow. Because it gives you absolute precision, more precision than video, but video has so much more movement that you can do. So I think video is just better, even though this has a fuck ton more precision and just ease of use. Because you can easily look around, see what you want to, and scaling things, because this doesn't cost energy and you can do it on any surface, including surfaces like this. Oh yeah, you have to have your feet touching. It's like the only downside. But if you have your feet touching, you can just easily hop up and scale just about anything, because even if you touch the object with your feet specifically, that's a little janky to be completely honest, but touching it with your feet allows you to then jump 3 times again, and then touch it with your feet again. 3 times again. And 3 times in total, yeah. And that was me testing if it was 3 times in total, to be completely honest. I could have been very wrong there. Or, not very wrong, it would have been like 1 more, if anything. Also, if you want to use the ground pound to get down very easily, always dash before hitting the ground, so you do not accidentally destroy shit you don't want to. Especially going good. Going bad, it doesn't fucking matter. Slam away. And that's probably the reason why I really, really want to get to bad, because the power trip you can have. How? Where? Oh, it's these things. Haha! He really has to take a piss. Or she. Nope, that's a dude. A dude UP.
A man, a plan, and an aerosol can.
A dude UP that has to be. shit. Now I should actually start getting. You know what? I'm gonna complete this one, do this fight with concrete, and then next one I'm gonna do it with a super because concrete is gonna have an actual big fight here. How long? That's only been 15:30. Hell yeah. Let's get this one.
Just made the world a little better place.
You pieces of shit! I'm actually a pothead IRL, you motherfuckers. What does that do to you? I am allowed to just have fun and just relax as much as the next guy. Why is being a pothead a bad thing? I know I'm just talking to digital people, but still, a lot of people IRL actually have that opinion. And I don't get it. Doesn't harm them, and to be honest, the stories of people smoking pot, doing something like biting people's faces off, literally, like, I get that sometimes with pot you can have like a lot of different problems, like depending on the strand, depending on who you are, depending on different things, because it is a psychological herb, not drug. Calling it a drug is calling it literally pepper a drug because it's literally just grown, you dry it, you burn it. It's an herb. But what was I gonna say? You have to study it and know what you're doing before even starting it because depending on the strand, it could fuck you up because of your own psychological problems. You know what? I again try to just drain that. I'm gonna stick with it. And problems as in the things that make you, not necessarily problems, so to speak. Because everyone is very unique, and your unique stuff could not really mix with marijuana. And that type of stuff is what people should be saying, not marijuana is devil's lettuce and shit like that. It's bad and blah 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 blah. It's actually really good for you. Hell, marijuana is actually a very good pain reliever, to be completely honest. If you have like difficulty doing a lot of shit, just smoking can actually help you. Because it numbs the pain depending on the strand. Some strands are more head high than body high, but body high stuff will really help you in the long run for just pain relief. And do not smoke unless you are fully mentally there to like. Okay, better way to put it. Do not smoke until until your brain is fully developed. Your brain fully develops at like 25, and I know I smoked at 18, but you should only smoke at like 25 when your brain is fully developed because of what it is. It could have long-lasting effects on your psychological development. Just all of those little facts should be told, not the lies that people want to say. And what I said about psychological development goes for all sorts of shit. I think even caffeine is technically on one of those. Or it technically is one of those that you shouldn't be doing, shouldn't drink, shouldn't do anything unless you are fully developed. Because of the psychological effects it could have on you. Because, for an example, caffeine, sure it's not psychedelic and won't make you trip, but it will hardwire your body to be running faster, running not necessarily smoother, but faster, more energetic, doing more, doing more, doing more. And if you're young, drinking a fuck ton of caffeine, that could actually really hurt you. Different things like that. What enemies? No enemies. Gotcha. And the best part about or not the best part, one of the coolest things in this game, the differences between good and evil, is that even these arts are different, which is why there's two options. The two options are very different. It's not like a color shift. It's actually the entire piece of art. Like evil ones, this is kind of a spoiler, not really. Evil ones are a lot more gruesome and a lot more just gory to an extent. Like they're not necessarily gore, but it's somebody's gonna get their head chopped off, that kind of thing. Where these are more goofy. And to be honest, that could possibly cause a concussion. He does have a helmet, so I don't think that that's as anywhere near bad as somebody about to get their head chopped off. Because he's wearing a helmet for a reason. Okay, this one. Or, you know what, since I'm here, I'm going to knock out that, and then go there, and then go knock out that. But, like I said, I will fight that with concrete. You know what? Let me get concrete first. Wapa. Okay. Wait. Did... Okay. I drained this one. This one still has the concrete, and yet draining this one turned that guy to smoke. I thought last time because they drained him, I turned him to smoke. How the You know what? I'm not going to question it. I'm going to question it as little as I just did. Okay. Holy shit! Well, good to know. Don't sprint on those. Okay, this could easily kill me. I'm going to see what happens. Okay, so I can sprint on it, just going from this to the bridge is what's the problem. Or if I don't actually touch it to begin with, that also do it. Alright. Kool-Aid Man! Kool-Aid Man! This does feel the best for movement, to be completely honest. Because while running, if you actually have a good start there, you can run, jump, and just have a lot more fluid to an extent, where you don't have to worry about pressing X to do the high jump. You can just jump. And without even having to touch anything. Even though it is a lot slower. So there is pros and cons to running this. To be honest, if stone was fast, that would be very weird. This time I can't accidentally absorb something. But the cool thing about it, you can gain some serious distance by doing this. And I can't dash again. But you saw how I could gain some serious distance from that. What? I guess I got a death box? Okay then. Can do.
Hi, you have reached the DUP helpline. Do you have a bioterrorist incident to report?
Yeah. Hi, I was just wondering if you had any plans tonight. I know this great billboard that's been recently painted over. It's quite lovely.
You are infuriating. You stay right there. The DUP is on the way.
It's just too easy.
Oh, they have snipers, but do they wear diapers is the question. And if you did not get that, that was not me insulting them, actually. That was a reference to Black Ops 2. Uh, not Richtofen, Reznov saying, wait, not Reznov, what was... The Russian guy from Black Ops 1, whenever he gets a sniper out of the box. He says, snipers may wear diapers so we get all the ladies. Shit. I am alive, but barely. Oh, sniper. And... oh, fuck you. Die, no. Fuck, I jumped when I shouldn't have. I jumped when I shouldn't have. And he's about to get full health. Oh, shit. Well, at least I have damage reduction while having this. You know what? Yeet, motherfucker! Give me that energy. Brrr. Yeet, motherfucker! Die! Ah, shit! Oh, I can knock you out. Come here! And then I get health back from that. Oh, I'm gonna pop your ass. Boom! Come here, you motherfucker! Die! Shit! Yeah! Brute force! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I went for a melee, but I'll take it. He went fucking flying? Damn! Hell yeah. Now I'm gonna grab Neon to make the next one a hell of a lot easier. I'm sorry about pausing. My phone literally just did the notification to say get to work because I have a timer set for that. I just started a good 30 minutes beforehand. What? Shit. Please no to pedestrians. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And now I'm going to work from here over. That little bit there was because I was looking to see if I was muted or not.
You're welcome, world.
Clarifying, do you looking to see if I was muted or not? If you didn't know, on PS5 you can actually look down at your controller to see if you're muted or not. The mute button actually glows depending on if you are muted or if you have fully deafened, because you can hold the mute button to fully deafen everything, mute the sound and your mic, which is very handy. But when you have it deafened, it blinks as it's glowing, which is a very good just indicator to tell if you are muted or not. If you don't want to just unmute or tap the mute button itself. I am not even going to worry about them because I at least want to get 2 districts done. Just going to zoom on by. Don't mind me.
Jeez, these guys are obsessed with me.
They're just I forget the exact terminology, but the reason why they have all these cameras is to absolutely control the people here. It's not actually for any other reason besides that. It's not. I would be surprised. Okay. You can easily come to the conclusion that it is for seeing where conduits are, but how they treat the typical civilian, it's just to have more power over them. I want to say dictatorial state or something like that, where everything is controlled by the military. I think military state, that might be the right terminology. I forget. I don't know how I did that, but I'll take it. Hell yeah. What? He wasn't surrendering, you piece of shit. He was on the ground still. Fuck. Okay. Well, at least there's a drug bust here. Boom, boom. Yeah, I'm not testing that. An accidental shot on a subdued target, and my super's gone instantly. This is the DLC, so to speak, for this game, and that is very complex. I said in previous videos that I'm going to try and do that. I don't think that that is going to be entertaining, actually, because a good bit of that is going to be on my phone if I do try and do that. So that I'm going to let you guys look up, because anyone else, basically, that has a video on that will be better than mine. That is... I forget... You know, I can actually go to it so you can see what it is called, so you can look it up. There you go. And Paper Trail this is kind of a spoiler, kind of not. And part of the reason why I'm not even going to bother with it, or not part of the reason, is why I don't ever really do it is because there really is no benefit to it. People theorized when this first came out, because it did take a couple of weeks to fully get done, the origami you see in the sky was going to be a new element that Delson got a hold of, which would be kind of cool. And you do see the origami chick a good bit and different things like that. Like, it would make sense. Just you never actually get to use her ability, ever. And to be honest, paper even makes more sense than video. Because paper, again, is natural to an extent. That's a big kitten. Why is my game breaking so much? Because that guy should not have walked into me. Damn.
Nelson, you are one talented son of a gun.
Hell yeah. We're about halfway through this. I should actually be able to... Hell yeah, I should actually be able to knock out a whole lot of these. Where you at? There you are. And the reason why I said where you at, there you are, is because she actually called out saying I need some help. Okay, can I see me? No, it's under the bridge, but... Okay, so directly behind me. Oh. Well, that's kind of cheesy. I didn't even see it once. I just saw my crosshair go red. Gonna go knock out that, then gonna jump off the bridge, get that, and then knock out these two. And then do that. Uh, Another thing that actually is better in this game than other games is the uh, random things you can do, like the drug busts and different things like that, and just the vehicles themselves. When you have something fully done, you can still find DUP vehicles driving by and DUP people on buildings just there as you're running past, even if it is your own area, I believe. I might actually be wrong about that. Well, that was easy. Damn. I'm guessing you're down here.
You should have seen how pissed Augustine was when she realized you'd been drawing power out of those core relays. She had no idea anyone could do that. She immediately ordered a recall of all of them, including the tracker drones. However, your little stunt on the Space Needle made it difficult, if not impossible, to communicate that to everyone. She stormed out of the command and went over to the storage where we keep the tracker drones in the hives. You could hear her banging and shouting in there. She was trying to drain the power from it, like you did. Must be something special with your abilities, because she didn't come out of there more powerful. Just more pissed.
And that's because Delson's power is power. Ooh. Okay. First, this is me trying to get a idea for how if anyone could ever make a world for this, because this is not Infamous 2 going good or Infamous 2 going bad. This is not a continuation of either. This is its own story altogether. But it has the beast. It has an entire big problem. What if it is like a neutral? What if, for example, he did? What if? Okay, I do, in Infamous 2, there is the reason why there is either everyone's a conduit or no one's a conduit is because conduit gene. Long story short, racefield energy is cancerous. It will literally infect you and make you sick beyond belief. It is horrible, and that's part of the reason why I think it's also more supernatural than it really should be. Not really should be. It should be very supernatural because superpowers, but that entire thing is more supernatural because it will infect you and make you fucking sick, like melting you from the inside sick, radiation poisoning kind of shit. But it is contagious like a typical virus. Even more so, it just gets to you, it seeps into you, it goes across everything that it has race fear energy. Um, the beast, which is basically the RFI, or not RFI, the race sphere, which is the thing that gave powers, and I've talked about that in previous videos. I don't want to go into all of that, but the race sphere energy, or the race sphere ability to give conduit energy or give conduit's abilities by taking ionic energy was the beast's ability, because he was literally made by the race sphere literally imploding, sucking him in and the environment around him to annihilate him. I don't know why it did that. Like, it never explained why it just went supernova, but it did, and caused the beast a good bit later. Like, I think canonically, like 6 months to a year later, if anything. If that much. It could be a lot shorter. But going bad, Colmagrath gets the abilities of the beast, which he becomes the beast and spreads that ability across everyone, which means everyone's a conduit. There is no basic person, because if there's a basic person, they will die to the plague, or the more likely one is they were used to charge somebody else, because ionic energy only comes from a person. They can't absorb a dog, for example. They have to absorb a person, which is another reason why it's more supernatural. But with all that said, it is not possible to be either or, good or bad, because good, he literally destroys all race sphere energy, including just the conduit gene itself, which gets rid of the plague itself, but kills all conduits, which is why it can't be either or. But I'm saying but a lot. It could be a weird in between where Delson got the powers of the beast and just gave up, or something like that, where, like, but that doesn't explain how the plague hasn't killed everyone. Like, there's so many pieces as to why it had to have been yes or no to conduits or no conduits. It doesn't, I can't think of a reason for this, but it has to be somewhere on the lines of Colmagrath went neutral, but even then, okay. There is a little bit in the story. I forget exactly how you get to it, but I think if you get all of the voice recordings, you get to hear Zeke. But Zeke actually talks, and Zeke is the best friend to you in Infamous 1 and 2, and basically Colmagrath's brother. Colmagrath's, not even basically, literally Colmagrath's brother by everything except for blood. An amazing person made... Okay. The RFI, the thing I've been trying to call the race here, is the thing that destroys all conduits, destroys all of the energy, completely gets rid of it, basically clean slate for all that energy. It is made with super science by a super mad scientist, basically. Zeke, being a random fat guy that lives on a roof, fixed it. Relatively speaking, like duct tape engineering, but still fixed it. Regardless, even if it is just a duct tape job. That's still fucking impressive. That he was able to repair a super mad scientist gadget. And he also made, if you've ever seen Infamous 2 art at all, you know Cole McGrath has the amp. Which, think of it as like a lightsaber that he charges himself. Because it can cut through just about anything, just absolutely, just obliterate just about anything. But in lore, it is your melee weapon that is actually a very handy melee weapon overall. I didn't even see you. Okay. I'll take it. Whoppa.
Get a new job, or else.
Alright. Hell yeah, I got everything done. Okay, because that is not on the right side, I am assuming when I knock that out, I will have 100% of this done. I'm guessing... Ooh! Wait, no. Okay. I was gonna say I'm guessing this is like when the plague never happened in this world or something to give it more of a reason why there wouldn't have to be a reason for the beast or no beast to happen. But even then, okay. I was going down logic train if that's it, and like in Infamous 1, the BBEG is Cole McGrath that came back from a different timeline
Hi,
because
you
he
have reached
fucked up
the
with the beast.
DUP helpline. Do you have a bioterrorist incident to report?
Yeah, pretty soon you guys are gonna run out of billboards for me to tag, so not sure who I talked to about that.
You need to stop this. You're only hurting yourself, and admittedly dozens of DUP agents.
I am never gonna get tired of this.
She doesn't understand that the point of him calling is to hurt the DUP agents, apparently. But as I was going to say, the Cole McGrath came back in time because he done fucked up with fighting the beast, or technically without fighting the beast, because he knew he was able to fight it, he was ready to fight it, he just ran with his family, which, spoiler alert for an old-ass game, because it's Cole McGrath, and I just saying Cole McGrath as Kessler is just a big spoiler, but still, the entire story, going good or bad, he is putting you through hell. Because if he didn't, you wouldn't be ready. Because he understands if he didn't do this shit, the horrible shit he did. Okay, basically, Cole McGrath, or Kessler, is the hero in Infamous 1. Because he literally saw his wife, relatively speaking, die not once, but twice. One in his arms by something else, the other time by his own actions. Because he wanted her to die, regardless, just to prove a point to his previous self. And shit like that. He is the hero of Infamous 1. And the logic train with that, the reason I'm talking about is because this story could take place before Cole McGrath went back in time to become Kessler, where it's that universe. But that universe is a lot worse entirely. Like there's crazy just growths of volcanoes and all sorts of shit just everywhere because the beast is a lot more vicious in his timeline because he actually ran from the beast for years, constantly running, constantly avoiding him because he didn't want to fight. He just wanted to live, didn't want to fight, didn't want to have that big cosmic battle because both of them were basically gods. And keep in mind, Cole McGrath is Kessler. Kessler's Cole McGrath. Their only ability is electricity. So imagine the amount of energy required to literally make a hole in time. Which, that alone, with the cutscene, it actually looks like he uses his reality entirely to make the portal. And to be honest, I think that's how it would have to work. To just brute force, with energy manipulation alone, brute force a hole through time. That has to be some crazy shit. And in the cutscene, he actually says that that is a one-way trip. He cannot do that again. It costs so much energy for him. And that would make sense. It literally cost a reality, so to speak. To stop a vicious monster. The best way to put it. And kaboom. you've seen Infamous 2, the reason why the Beast isn't as bad as he is in Kessler's universe could easily be because Kessler went back in time. That one instance changed the course of everything. Like, he changed himself for the better. He did so, or worse, depending on good or bad, but did so much shit. How long? Oh, that's the end of the video. Okay, that's 51. You know what? Last thing I'm gonna do is do upgrades here and there and think if I have anything else I want to say. I'm not trying to scroll over the bad ones, because that is kind of a spoiler. Okay, so I have all of the main upgrades. Oh, didn't mean to do that. You know what? Having max concrete energy will be very handy. Next neon, max rockets, because neon may use a whole fuck ton. Now, do I want to max out video or smoke? Actually, I should. Oh. Ah, so close. You know what? I should be able to get those last two. One's here, and the other's there. Hell yeah. Gonna get those last two, so everything is maxed out. I missed a stationary target. That is kind of sad. Okay, we're just gonna try and... Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. Let's try that again. Never mind. Ho. Laser whip! Laser whip! Laser whip! Whoa! Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Okay. And now absorb. We're surrendering it. Come here. Shit. Thank you for showing me that, but that's actually cutting into my time. Get knocked out. Next one's over here. Going back to the topic, or not going back to the topic, but talking more about the idea of making this game a multiplayer game, imagine running around a massive city where, say, you're running Neon, where you have this general movement, your buddy's running Video, and you have another guy running Concrete. Just jumping over buildings, running into shit, doing shit. Just the squad running in and just fucking shit up with superpowered abilities just sounds awesome. It'll be very similar to Destiny, because Destiny's entire shtick basically is just power fantasy, but it will be very different overall because it's not gunplay with abilities, it's ability play without any guns. So there's a big difference overall. Boom, boom. Okay, and now boom, that should be everything. Hell yeah. That is all the upgrades. Fuck yeah. And now I'm gonna save. I forgot where to go to save. Options. There we go. And you know what? I'm just gonna make a new save because I don't want to read save over anything because I don't know what anything is. What was I gonna say? Make sure I don't have anything I do want to say. Uh, I don't think there is anything. I hope y'all enjoy the video, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.